Hey everybody, and today I'm taking a look at the LEGO Marvel Spider-Man No Way Home Spider-Man at the Sanctum Workshop set, which came out this year, 2021. Has 355 pieces and 4 minifigures. So the first minifigure is this new Spider-Man outfit. This is a black and red suit, but actually has a little bit, is actually different from the one in the 4 Plus No Way Home set. Because this actually has like a little bit of the Iron Spider like detailing around it. At least for the front, and it just has a little bit of gold on it, which I really love how that turned out. I like the gold and the reds and the black meshes really well. This minifigure is almost perfect. Like, I really love how this design came out with the dual molded legs and the really nice printing on it, and the torso and the head also looks pretty cool, which I believe is the same one from the Marvel Studios CMF series. The only thing that I wish they added here was some arm printing for like web shooters. They used to do that with the other Spider-Man figures, so I don't know why they didn't do it here. I wish they did that. Oh, and they also have this little web shooter part, or not really web shooter, it's more of like the web build, which you do have a bunch of those in this. It's like in a little pack. Next up, we have Doctor Strange. Now, we do have a Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness set that just got revealed, using the same cape, face print, and hairpiece. Although the torso and legs are exclusive, they are slightly different from the one in the Infinity War sets. And this looks really cool. I really love how that turned out. The cape is actually a hard rubber, sort of like the 1989 Batman from that Batmobile set. And the face print is also new, at least for 2021, but then again, it comes in the 2022 Multiverse of Madness set. On the back, he has a little bit of confident face there, which is kind of hard to see. His hairpiece is the Poe Dameron hairpiece with a little bit of gray printing on the side. Next minifigure is Wong. Now, this is also exclusive. I mean, the face print also comes in that Multiverse of Madness set, but this is really the only other way to get it. And I really like how this came out. It seems to have like a little, I guess, a jacket, like a yellow jacket, which looks pretty cool. Which we do see him wearing that in the trailer. And he also has this nice purple around him, which I really like how that came out. It's also around the waist, so yeah, I really like that design on it, with some nice robe detailing for the legs. His face print is also really nice, and his hairpiece is the Finn hairpiece from The Force Awakens in black. And the last minifigure is MJ. This is another exclusive minifigure just for the arrangement of pieces alone. I don't know if the torso is exclusive. The face print is definitely not exclusive. It also came in a Far From Home set. The hairpiece is pretty nice. This is the Hermione hair in like a dark brown, which looks pretty good. And no leg printing, which I don't really know why. I feel like they could have done like a jeans printing or whatever, but whatever, it's fine. So here's the build of the set. We have this little bug monster kind of thing. At first I thought it was Scorpion, but I guess it's not. And of course we have the main Sanctum Workshop build. So here is the build for the Sanctum Workshop. Now let's take a look at all of these trinkets and crazy details throughout. So starting out on the left side, oop, I just knocked something over. Anyway, starting on the left side, we have this little computer area, which is on this table, which is a nice build. You can sort of take that out right there. And there is a computer screen, which seems to have like Peter Parker's face on there. So it looks pretty good. And then there's a keyboard print, cookies, and this red cup. Other than that, there's also this little, it seems to be like a jar or something, like an empty jar. I don't know, just removing the table so you guys can get a better look at it. A boombox, it seems like, or a radio. And then we have this. This is an hourglass piece, which is really interesting. I really love how this turned out. I'm not sure if it's exclusive or not. Then we also have a rotating chair. Behind that, it seems to be like a lamp, I guess. It might be a lamp. I think it's a lamp. That's what it looks like to me. And we also have this chest here, which has this little, I guess, a monster coming out of it, which is a pretty simple build, but it's pretty clever. You can just put that in the chest so it looks like it's coming out of it. And behind that is this little shelf of different objects. We have like a toolbox, we have a cauldron, like I guess different potions, like jewels. This part here, and then we have an actual egg this time, and even a camera. This part just came off. And you can put the chest back in. And looking at the right side has like a tool rack here, which is like clipped on to the wall, which is just attached right here. on the studs, not on top technique, I believe that's what it's called. And then we have a bottle right here, as well as a drill. And then they have this piece right here, which is a very interesting one. It's not like just a flat stud. It has like actual molding on it, which that's really interesting. I really like how that looks. And we have a barrel here, which inside it has a bunch of jewels. Over here, there's like a goblet or something, and then behind this little bike, which I'll take a look at that in a bit, is like a geode piece on top of a Chima crystal. I do not know what that is. In this drawer, we have, oh, stuff just went flying, a yellow syringe and this little screwdriver right here. Then we have this really nice build for a red couch. It's very simple, but I do like it. A game controller there, which is not exactly a TV or whatever to connect it to or whatever. And right next to it is this little candle piece. I really love how this looks. It's a really interesting build. They just use the regular candle thing and then they attach it to this piece right here, which that is really awesome. I really love just getting that piece. This is just a great parts pack in general. And yeah, that bike is just attached to the wall, which you can have a minifigure using it if you want to. But I don't really know what Spider-Man would need that for. And taking a look at the main middle entrance or whatever, it's just a little facade, like a wall, bricks around it. They use a lot of these orange brick pieces or whatever they're called. And I don't like how these pieces are stickers because like there's a lot of them. And especially stickers on these corner tile pieces. Like it's really hard and annoying to put on. I really wish they just printed them. I mean, I don't know, man. I kind of wish they just printed those because they're very difficult to put on. Over here, we have like a web here, which they do have like an entire pack of webs. So yeah, you can just put those there. And going to the back, there is not much. There is this little part here, which I believe is the part where like Doctor Strange performs that spell to make everyone forget that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, which that's pretty cool, but it is not much. It's not really expanded upon, which I wish they did, but whatever. Over here we have a blue scorpion and a black spider here, which is nothing new. I do like the build of this rock, which seems to have like a jewel there, as well as like one of those mini statuette figures. Here we have like a bowl or whatever. I don't really know what it's called, but you can just put them there. And yeah, that's really it for the build of this set. Let's just take a look at the back, which there isn't really much going on. Now we move on to this weird bug monster kind of thing, which is really cool. I thought it was Scorpion at first, but it's clearly not. But I do really like how this turned out. It's one of those Doctor Strange monsters, which probably does not show up in Spider-Man No Way Home, but it's still a cool build nonetheless. There's a lot of articulation here with the arms that you can move. And you can also move the head, which that looks really nice. And you can also adjust this, which is on a hinge. And then you have these little claws right here, which you can have a minifigure on there. And it works. I actually really like how that turned out. And the legs, these are not really legs, I don't really know what to call them. But they're very interesting. They actually use one of those vine pieces and use them here, which they'll work really well. I mean, you can't exactly hold up the actual build, but it does work well for just this legs for the monster right here. And on the back, for the tail area, we have these pieces. I don't know what they're called, but you can move those around. Those are just clipped on. And yeah, that's really it for all the builds. And the instructions, I believe, has an ad, yep, for the mechs, which those suck. But this is the one for the Infinity Saga sets, which is really cool. I do have a review of one of them already, and I hope to get this one and the Ironmonger one as well. And here's a box which has this really nice design of like a brick or whatever. And on the back just shows a bit of play features. So yeah, this is a really fun set. Has a bunch of crazy details throughout, and it's a great parts pack in general. I just really like how it came out, and I do like the design of it. Although I do wish there's some parts that should have been expanded upon, like that little back area right here. I also really like the bug monster. It's just something that I like. I also really love the new redesigned figures. Love the new Doctor Strange, Wong and Spider-Man. And MJ is pretty cool, although I wish they didn't reuse pieces. Well, yeah, that's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.